back at South Shields, and I think I've seen enough from the squad to know that we can get that promotion even with my very poor managerial skill. And we are sitting quite pretty now. Hopefully that can continue. So although form hasn't been perfect, we are sitting up in 5th in the National League North. We are only 3 points off the top spot as well. So it definitely has been a good start to the season for us. After the Boston game, we had a 3-2 loss to Farsley. We were 3-0 down at half time. Got it back to 3-2 and almost got a comeback, but it wasn't quite to be. And then a 0-0 draw against Scarborough did give us a little bit of a panic, but they are at the top of the league, so maybe a decent result. And then 3 wins on the bounce against Gloucester, Darlington and Banbury, and unfortunately the most recent game ended in a 2-0 defeat against Scunthorpe. Player wise, Paul Blackett, Aaron Martin and João Gomez are all getting goals for us. It is good to see, but at the same time they do all seem to be very inconsistent as well. Not quite sure what the best up-front pairing is that we have. And elsewhere in the squad we have picked up a couple of injuries, one of them quite long term. That is Mackenzie Heaney. He's going to be out for around 3 to 4 months with a torn calf muscle. So that's going to be a big loss for us. Hopefully he can come back around January time and still find a place for himself in the team. Elsewhere, Martin Smith, he has been out for a while. He sprained his knee ligaments in that game against Farsley Celtic. Expected to be back maybe for the FA Cup match. We still don't know our opposition in that game. Or maybe the game afterwards. Probably won't risk him for either of those games. Would like to keep him fit, as I do think he is probably one of our better midfield players for this season. This is the team that we are going to go out with for the first game against Rushall. Boney has returned to fitness and I have decided to put him in goal. Idem hasn't really done anything wrong, but did see Boney as the first choice, so we're going to see what he can do. Did play in that game against Scunthorpe, and despite us losing, he didn't have the worst of games, so I'm giving him another chance to get back up to fitness. The Voodoo continues at right back with Clark, Broadbent and Simpson making up the defence with him. Hassani and Kesse in midfield with Mongoy and Motley Henry in behind Blackett and Gomez up front. Very good to see João Gomez is performing well. He's got the potential to be one of the best players at the club. So we're going to try to give him as much game time as possible and make sure that these attributes develop, and hopefully he can come on a little journey with us through the leagues. As long as we do go through the leagues, that is. And hopefully we can just see a bit more of a good performance today. Obviously the last match didn't go as expected, but against Rushall it is a team that we are expected to win against. So hopefully we can put in a good performance at the One Cloud Arena and give the fans something to cheer about as they go home. First corner of the game, it is Kesse to whip it into the box, but no one in the South Shields are able to challenge the keeper. He's able to claim the ball and just takes his time, letting Rushall just get into formation up the pitch. He kicks it long though, and CJ Clark picks up the ball, and now Motley Henry on the right hand side. He has been a danger man, always looking to get the ball into the box for us, and now Mongoy picks it up, but a heavy touch loses possession and gives Rushall a chance to break forward. Gosling now in central mid, plays it forward to Mayan. He's on the left hand side. Hassani though, he's playing that ball win midfielder role and he does his job to perfection there, getting it out, but that's a really poor ball from Broadbent, which instantly puts the pressure back onto us, and Bonnie punches it away, but Gosling has the chance to get the effort in. This looks really careless from us at the moment, really seeming like we're panicking on the ball and just need to get our head sorted and start playing the football that we know we can play. We have been much better than this throughout most of the games this season, and another example there of just carelessness from ourselves, gifting the ball to Rushall and allowing them the chance to break forward. It is Gosling now in that central mid position. And another long range effort for them, which Boney seems to make quite a meal out of. They do have a corner, and it is going to be coming into the box. Gosling to get it in there, and hopefully Hassani can get it out. Has in the first place, but straight back to a Rushall player. They're not really doing much though, and the highlight does come to an end, but they are yet again on the attack, it seems. Brown in the central back position plays a long ball forward. We managed to win that one in the defence, and now we have the chance to break. Blackett now on the ball, gets it wide to Mongoy. He has a chance to break down the left hand side, cuts in onto a stronger right foot, and I think there was a bit of a rush of blood to his head there. He had a long range effort and really wasted what was a really good opportunity for us. Mongoy hasn't played much football this season, and based off that he might not get too much football as well. Hasn't really performed very well in the games that he has played, so he really needs to make the most of these opportunities. João Gomez wasted an effort there for us. That's been quite the story in this game. Have had most of the opportunities, but none of them very clear cut, and it probably is just that little bit of quality that we are lacking. Obviously most of the teams in this league will be lacking the quality as well, but it would be nice to see at least one of these efforts go into the back of the net before half time. It is slowly drifting towards that now, and we don't think we are going to get that wish. And in terms of what we've seen in that first half, extremely poor. No one really having any shots with conviction, and really need to put in an improved performance. All the highlights seem to be falling Rushall's way. Another ball floated into the box, and Kesse now, he manages to get the ball forward but not quite able to find Blackett. Motley Henry though, he's able to pick up the pieces, trying to burst down that right hand side, but isn't really going anywhere too fast. The ball into the box, and Gomez just not able to get on the ball, and we are back with Broadbent at the back. Hassani in midfield. That's a good ball forward to Gomez. That's a great first touch from him, but the assistant has the flag up, so that one won't count. Better intent from us. If the linesman would have been kind, we probably would have got 1-0 up there, but he decided to stick to the rules and gave it as offside. We do have Motley Henry tiring now, and Blackett and Gomez not really putting in the performances we need. Martin can come on, Blackett can move to the advanced forward role, and Jed Abbey can come on in place of Motley Henry. Jed Abbey is another one who hasn't played too much football as of yet. He's a player who can cover right back for us though, and that's why he finds himself on the bench more often than not. It's good to have the versatile players on there. He can actually play central mid as well, so as a player to have in the squad, he really is a good option. Another chance wasted for us there. Aaron Martin this time, I think the first opportunity he's had since he came onto the pitch, and he fires wide. We have one more change, and we are going to take Hassani off. We'll bring on Robert Briggs. He's used to playing in a more attacking position, and he fired in an absolutely fantastic free kick for us in not the last match, the match before that. So hopefully in this last few minutes we might get one of those opportunities and he can fire himself another goal. Jed Abbey now on the right hand side, gets the ball almost to the back post, but Mongoy not quite able to get in there before Weaver snatches it from the air. He's again taking his time and kicks the ball out. That should be a South Shields ball, and we do have it. Jed Abbey again on the right hand side. Martin gets it back to him, and now Martin again with the chance to run forward. Plays it to the Fudu, but again defended well by Rushall. Every ball into the box that we've put in has been defended by them. We don't really have any target men in the squad, so it does seem to be an issue getting these balls into the box, and all those wasted opportunities that we have had have come back to bite us. Rushall have really come and played their game really, and it's worked to perfection for them. They seem to have the best chances in the match, and this one unfortunately for us has found the back of the net. We do have a little bit of time to get back into the game. We do have an opportunity maybe for Briggs to get the ball into the box from a free kick. Finds Clark at the back post. He gets first goal, but he doesn't because that linesman is there again with that flag. And maybe that's just taking the sting out of our attacking performance. Another game which we have lost, another game in which we haven't scored a goal. And like we're saying in team talk there, based on the chances that we had in that match, really should have got the win. And we can only blame ourselves for not doing that. That puts us out of the playoff spots. Again, only 4 points behind top spot though. Definitely not out of it by any means, but need to make sure we get back to winning ways in the next league match. That's against Peterborough Sports. Again, we still haven't found out who we are going to be playing in that next match in the FA Cup. I'll see if that comes up in the next couple of continues, but definitely need to put in an improved performance. That's going to be coming up next week, and it doesn't look like we're going to be getting the draw anytime soon. So I'll see you for the next match. Just as I say that, it is coming out. I'm not going to sit through 80 teams getting drawn, so we are going to just skip that. And we have got Royston Town. Not even sure they are in the Southern Premier Central. Really a team that we should be getting quite a few goals against. We'll be seeing a rotated team in that, and hopefully one that can go out and get a win. And we have gone for quite heavy rotation for that game against Royston. Idem comes back in goal. Abbey starts at right back with Little, Morse and Adams making up the defence. Woods and Briggs start together in midfield with James and Mongoy on the right hand side this time instead of the left. Martin and João Gomez, he continues up front as well. Just want to give him as much game time as possible to help his development, and hopefully he can get a few goals in this game. Royston, obviously in the Southern Premier League Central, it is a division that is below ours, so really it is a game which we should be winning, and I have faith in this team to go out and do that. Do have the big hitters on the bench: Simpson, Clark, Kesse, Hassani, Motley Henry and Blackett. I think all of these players can come on and make an impact if we need them to. Marriott is there as well, just as a little bit of cover if needed. But I think we are just going to go out there and hopefully get back to winning ways. 2 losses on the bounce now. Really need to put in a much better performance today. So hopefully the first attack of the game, it is going to fall our way. We are on the ball now, and Gomez is able to run forward over halfway with it. Still managing to drive into the box, and his effort, unfortunately not quite able to find the back of the net. But we do have a corner, as it was a good save from the keeper. Blair Adams, he's going to get it into the box, and Little not quite able to win his header. Royston get it out. Woods now picking it up, playing it back to Blair Adams, and his ball into the box. Again, not quite able to find a South Shield shirt. And Royston put it out for another corner. Corner is going to keep up this pressure. Blair Adams again getting it into the box, aiming for Little again, and Little isn't able to win the ball, and the highlight comes to an end. Looking at the early momentum, it is all on our side, but we do need to start getting these goals into the back of the net. More wasted opportunities in this match. Don't want it to become too much of a theme. Can obviously look into the loan market to see if we can find any strikers which could maybe bring more consistency to the team. Did try to get Eliza Mayenda on loan from Sunderland. Although the offer was accepted, Mayenda himself rejected the opportunity to come to us. And a few other teams want the players to play with higher quality players, so we can't just go and pick and choose. It is going to be a process to find someone who can complement our team, whilst also the team we want to let them come and join us, given the league that we are playing in at the moment. This game drifting towards half time, and yet again no major clear-cut chances have fallen our way. Apart from the Gomez run and shot, haven't really seen any chances fall to us, and it is quite disappointing. We are meant to be the favourites for this game and really expected to see more in the way of goals, especially at this point in the match. Gomez on the ball again. He plays it forward to Martin, and he's now broken past the defence. No one in the box, but Gomez is arriving. But really, really wasted that opportunity. That was a fantastic opportunity for us to actually go ahead in the game. But again, we've wasted the chance. We are going to get one more highlight before the end of the half. Hopefully this one will see us going 1-0 up. But a really, really poor ball allows Royston to get a shot off at the edge of our box. Thankfully for us, it went wide and real let off. I think for Aaron Martin giving the ball away there. Terrible, terrible play from him. He has the opportunity to redeem himself here. And another wasted pass from him. Really the quality at the top end of the pitch. Like I say, like the players that we do have up there, they're just very inconsistent. One game they look fantastic, like they could take on the world, and then other games passes are misplaced here, there and everywhere, and shots are even worse than the passes. Maybe now we're going to see him actually get a ball to a teammate, which we have. He has the opportunity to get it to another teammate. Now he's on the right hand side, plays it back to Abbey, and now Woods gets it to Briggs, played it all the way across to the left hand side and found Blair Adams. He gets his shot away, and we are going to go in at half time with a 1-0 lead. Great strike from Blair Adams at the edge of the box, and he's able to find the top corner, I think via the palms of the keeper. But as long as the keeper isn't saving it, we're not going to worry about that. 1-0, and we've given ourselves something to hold on to as well. The going into the break at 1-0, that could be questionable. We do have a highlight straight away from the kick-off, but we have won it back, so maybe it might not just be 1-0. We could have opened those floodgates. Briggs now plays a long ball forward. Gomez is behind, but Chadwick yet again gets in his way and puts the ball out for a throw-in. Michael Woods, no, it's not Michael Woods, it's James actually. Luke James, he's going to whip the ball in. Again, Little looks to be the man that we're aiming for most of these corners. Not able to find him from any yet. And again, the first half has not come to an end. Another highlight has begun. Briggs was shot from the edge of the box, just goes wide, but has been almost complete and utter domination in this first half. But again, we don't like what we have just seen. With that domination, we should really be more than 1-0 ahead. Royston with an opportunity to get back into the match while it remains 1-0. So hopefully we can just give ourselves a little bit of a cushion. As we say that, Royston coming forward. DeLacy Turner plays it back to Bocky. He has a shot from the edge of the box. Iron does make the save, but Bateman on the follow-up finds the back of the net. And we were just saying, while it remains 1-0, they have the opportunity to get back into the game. And they've immediately done that at the beginning of the second half. So we really, really need to up our game. I am going to demand more from these players, and we are going to make some changes to the team as well. Motley Henry can come on in place of Mongoy. Aaron Martin, he's actually having a good game. He can stay on. We'll bring on Kesse in place of Abbey. Abbey's been poor at right back. Hopefully Kesse has that little bit of extra quality to actually make a bit of an impact. We do have one more change left to make in the match if we need it. Going to keep that close to my chest for a little bit. But while the game is going on, really need to see more from us. Briggs now with an opportunity to fire a free kick in. Like I said, we have seen him score one of these in a match previously. He has the opportunity to do it again now. Looks to be a good range from the net. He's really taken his time before he's hitting this ball. And it almost worked for him. That's just over the bar, just skimmed the net. We are going to bring on Blackett in place of Martin for that final change, just because his energy is low. Blackett, hopefully, in the final few minutes, has that little bit of quality in his finish. If he can find a finish for us, that would be very much appreciated. Because with the opportunities that we have had in this game, we really should have put it to bed long ago. First corner that does find Little's head, and he manages to put the ball over the bar. And maybe this stoppage time is going to be over a lot quicker than the first half. And again, just wasted chances for us. And that is just really disappointing. Really should have won that game. And maybe it is time to go and look to see if we can find a striker to improve. The game against Royston is coming up on Wednesday. I will show that one as well in this episode. We need to see our faith. Like we say, the FA Cup, it is an opportunity for us if we progress to go out and make some good money. So we really need to be getting past these early rounds to hopefully get the big ties in the FA Cup proper. If we can't win against the teams like Royston, then we've really got no chance. We're going to see who we're going to get in the next round if we do get past Royston, and that'll be Workington. They're in the Northern Premier League, so I think that's the division just below us. If we've been given this much of a challenge against Royston, you can imagine that they will give us another big challenge as well. But we are going to go out again. It's probably going to be the same team. They need to redeem themselves. Maybe going to take off a couple of the first team regulars depending on the fitness levels, and we do actually need to make quite a handful of changes to the team. Why mess around? We'll go out with the first choice 11. Ideally would like Heaney available on the left hand side. Maybe, like we say, we were going to look for a striker. If we can get someone to cover striker and left wing, that would actually be ideal. That is going to be something that I am going to look to do before the next episode. But I think for now, this is the team that is going to go out and hopefully put in a much better performance than the other guys did against Royston. Kessie has the chance to hopefully get a good ball into the box and put it into an early lead. Blackett's header from the edge of the area goes over the bar. Probably it is going to be very hard for someone to score from a position like that. It was quite an audacious attempt at a header, and yeah, probably wasn't going to end in the back of the net. Brighton for Royston, he's going to get the ball into the box. Thankfully Wilson Braithwaite puts it wide and it remains 0-0. Royston on the attack yet again. Brighton with another corner. He's going to put it into the box again, and Idem really came out, put himself in no man's land, missed the ball. The header goes wide, thankfully for him. Really haven't been good in these two legs so far, and yeah, it's despite the early optimism that I did have, it is obviously going to be a little bit more of a challenge than I thought to keep this team and the promotion push underway, especially if we're wasting chances against the likes of Royston when we come up against the bigger teams in our league. Again, we saw it against Scunthorpe, one of the bigger teams in the league. We didn't really perform very well at all in that match. They came away with the win, and despite saying I think I found the best team, really proved that I haven't really discovered anything about this squad yet. Lots of players are very inconsistent, could be down with my managerial ability at the moment. And like we say, that is something that is going to improve throughout the season. And we have managed to go 1-0 up now against Royston. Gomez with the goal. But we went 1-0 up against them last time, and they did manage to claw themselves back into the game. So we're not going to get too far ahead of ourselves. Lafudu wasting a header there, had a really good opportunity. Corner ball came in, we won the first header. Lafudu was free at the back post, but just heading the ball over the bar. Simpson now gets it out to Mongoy on the left hand side. He has a chance to break forward. He does that and gets the ball into Gomez. His shot is saved. It would have been offside anyway. But Gomez, he has been performing really well in this game. Mongoy has been doing better in this match as well than he has in the previous games, as he should be realistically. Royston obviously a couple of leagues down below us. Simpson getting the ball into the box, Kessie at the back post, but hits the woodwork. Woodwork really hasn't been our friend so far in the matches which we have played. I can't really say how much we have hit that woodwork so far. It really has been a thing which has been a frustration, the amount of times the woodwork has been hit. But maybe now it's an opportunity for Blackett to hit the back of the net instead. But unfortunately it's not the woodwork this time, it is the hand of the keeper pushing it out for a corner. Simpson's deliveries have looked quite dangerous in the match. Again, another one floated in. No one really challenging for that one though. He has an opportunity again to get it to the back post, but again, we're not able to win that and Royston get it away. With a game coming up at the weekend, I do want to take off some players just to keep the fitness up. Mongoy has played the last few games, but I tell you what, he is playing really well in this game. We'll take Motley Henry off instead. Aaron Martin can come on in place of Gomez. Just want to make sure Gomez keeps his fitness as well. We'll see if anyone does run low on legs in the final few moments. Simpson really isn't having the best of games at left back, despite the fact his corners are looking dangerous. The rating he's on at the moment suggests he's having a really, really poor game. And Royston, yet again, have hit the back of the net. It's an unfortunate own goal from Lyric Hassani. Time really slowed down as that ball was in the air, in the box, and Royston yet again taking full advantage. Bateman managed to hit the ball. Really was a wild effort. Fortunate that it just hit off Hassani and managed to slip under Edom in goal. Yeah, this is it's not going well at all. We are going to make that last change, which we do have. Callum Kessie not having the best of games, so Briggs can come on in his place. A bit more of an attacking central mid as well. In fact, we are going to change him to an attacking mid. Keep Hassani there as the ball winning midfielder. We really need to do much more in these final few moments. We are going to demand more from the players. Briggs now with the opportunity to get it to Abbey on the right hand side. He cuts inside, and unfortunately his effort is saved by Chadwick yet again in the Royston goal. They've managed to take us to extra time, and yeah, it's just really, really not good enough for us. I think we do have one extra sub that we can make now. We might look to make that. Lafudu wasting the ball and giving it straight to Royston, who finds the back of the net. Again, it's just a wasted pass from Lafudu. Really, really poor quality. And from there, Royston have another stroke of luck. I think that one took a little deflection off Simpson to find its way into the back of the net. We are going to bring on... We can't really bring anyone on in an attacking sense. We are just going to bring on Gary Little and move CJ Clark up into the ball-win midfield role. Hassani is coming off. But again, another game in which chances which have fallen our way, the strikers haven't been able to put them away, and Royston are taking full advantage of the fact that we are wasting so many of these opportunities. 3-1 to Royston now, and the FA Cup dream, which we did have, may be dying earlier than we hoped. Simpson with another corner into the box, not able to win it on the first attempt. Blackett hanging at the edge of the box, wins it back, gets it back to Simpson, and now we get the ball into the box. Mongoy manages to win his header at the back post to give us a glimmer of hope. There is still just over 10 minutes plus stoppage time left in this game, and we do have another opportunity straight away. Simpson whipping it into the box. We do have CJ Clark on the ball, getting it back to Simpson. Robert Briggs, he gets his second goal of the season, a header at the back post. We have turned this one around very, very quickly, and got to say, with the chances that we have had, we do deserve to definitely not lose this game. Maybe now, with the amount of time that is remaining, we can actually go ahead and get that winner as well. We are on the attack yet again. Simpson throwing the ball in. It's back to him, and he gets the ball into the box, but Chadwick comes out and claims. We are keeping on very attacking and sticking with our formation. Momentum is on our side, and hopefully we are just going to go and get that winner. It is Royston on the attack now though. Bateman is in behind, but Iden manages to come out and bravely collect the ball. He's got an opportunity now to put the ball forward and let us attack ourselves. Long ball. Martin, he's now through, and he finds the back of the net as well. It's 4-3. What a turnaround this has been. And Royston really won't be able to believe this. South Shields come from 3-1 down with just the second half of extra time to go, and it is 4-3 now. If we mess it up from here, oh god, that's going to be really annoying. I'm not going to change anything. We've got back into the game doing this. We do look to be on the attack once more. Can we just get that fifth goal to smooth out the ride? We can't, because Chadwick is there yet again to claim the ball, and he's now going to put Royston on the attack. Long ball up. Broadbent wins his header well, gets it to Mongoy, and he gets it back to Broadbent. Simpson on the left hand side into Briggs, and now he's got a chance to move forward with the ball. He's dispossessed though, and Royston maybe with one more counter attack left in them. It is Hines, plays at the Bateman, and there's a lot of space in behind our defence. Oh my word, what a goal. Just what a goal. Questions about Iden being off his line so much there, but I mean, credit to Bateman. He managed to, yeah, Iden wasn't really too far off his line, to be fair. It was just an absolutely fantastic finish, and now they're looking to break our hearts even more. But Abbey's won the ball, plays it forward. There's no one there in the South Shield shirt though. Royston picked it up. This has been an incredible match, but not one that's been good for the stress levels, and is still a little bit of time. I don't like the fact that there is a highlight on at this moment, and it is Royston now on the ball. They play a poor ball. Martin with a chance to win it. He gets it to Abbey. He gets it forward to Briggs, and now Briggs with an opportunity to get it out to the left. Mongoy, he's had his first good game for South Shields, and can he finish with the winner? It was a really weak shot at the end of it, and this roller coaster of a match probably deservedly goes to a penalty shootout. We just need to stay calm, and hopefully our quality will show in the penalty shootout. Martin is stepping up for the first one, and he manages to remain composed and get it into the back of the net. Gonna see what Iden can do from these penalty shootouts now. He's probably been the better keeper out of the two which have been playing for us. Obviously he has conceded 4 goals in this game, but none of them really his fault. Question marks over the last one, but it was just a spectacular effort as well, so I don't want to assign too much play to him at this point. Penalty shootouts are really a chance for keepers to make themselves heroes. Almost did it at that one, but he managed to just slip past his hands and go into the top corner to keep it at level in the penalty shootout. Blackett now with our third penalty, and they've all gone to that same side and they've all hit the back of the net. So, like we're saying, we're managing to keep ourselves composed. We just want Idem to be able to step up and make himself a hero. Another one which he almost did and probably should have done better with that one. It didn't seem like too powerful a penalty. Mongoy now, he's shattered, but he puts his penalty into the opposite corner to everyone else, and he finds the back of the net as well. Penalties in this shootout have been quite a good quality. Idem finally does make his save, and this gives us the advantage with one penalty left before sudden death. It is a chance for us to come out and get the win, and it is going to be Abbey to take the decisive penalty. It seems to be a very slow run-up for him. He is there now, and he's not able to find the back of the net. Very weak penalty, and Chadwick with a comfortable save. Royston though, again another pressure penalty for them. They really need to score this, or again the same situation, they will be out. It is sudden death now. Idem probably should have done better with that one to keep it out of the net. As it stands, we are 4-4. Gary Little, he is stepping up, the experienced head in the team. He manages to put the ball into the back of the net. Hopefully this isn't a penalty shootout which is going to drag on for too long, because that really wouldn't be fun. Despite the fact it is quite enthralling, it's really not fun for the stress levels. Hines now, a really, really weak penalty which Idem has let go past him, and yeah, really probably should have saved that one. Lefudu, he manages to find the top corner. Chadwick didn't attempt to go for that one, but really need Idem to step up now, or them to miss it. Idem has stepped up once before for us in this shootout. Really do want him to be the hero. Have enjoyed him since he has come into the club. Like I say, and he's been the better keeper. Another delayed dive to try to get the ball there has resulted in Royston scoring and hitting the back of the net again. CJ Clark, another one of the players that's potentially going to be the best player at the club. He keeps his composure. 7-6 now on penalties. One miss apiece. Royston need to score. Yep, Royston have scored. Shootout continues. Simpson now stepping up for us. We're getting to the stage now where the keepers are getting close to having to take one themselves. Simpson manages to find the back of the net with his penalty. It is Borchi stepping up now for Royston. His left-footed effort, and Idem goes the wrong way, and we do continue in the shootout. Another one of the experienced heads in our team, Broadbent. It's his turn to step up now. His left-footed effort hits the bar, and this gives Royston the opportunity to grab the win in this tie. If there was ever a time for a hero to emerge out of Idem, it is now. They seem to have kept one of their attacking players for the pressure penalty. DeLacy Turner, he's going to step up, and he's going to find the back of the net. Yeah, that is quite the blow. Really wanted to at least make it to the FA Cup proper and hopefully get a good tie in that. Black would have pumped a lot of money into the club and allowed us to maybe upgrade some facilities, bring in some players, just do something. But as it stands, we've fallen at the first hurdle, and yeah, despite the domination we put in the first half of the game, Royston, credit to them, came back into the match. Really they would have been disappointed at the fact we managed to get back into the game. But a tie which we really should have won. And yeah, these players really need to hang their heads in shame, because really missed out on an opportunity there. So I think we're going to get through a few games yet again, and we're going to come back for the games against Tamworth and Buxton. Tamworth riding quite high in the table right now, up in second place, level on points with Blythe at the top. And Buxton as well, they're up in fifth, but they were one of the favourites to get into the playoff spots. So that should be two games which are quite tough, and hopefully by that point we have picked up a little bit of form. The last 4 games, like we say, have been really disappointing, and we need to improve to be able to make sure that we do get out of the National League North this season, or at least reach the playoff spots, which is the target for us. We are getting to the stage of the season now where there is going to be a week in between most matches. October will allow us to hopefully recuperate, get some energy, get some players back from injury, and just put up a little bit more of a push. I'm going to use these games as well to try to find more consistent attacking threat in the squad, because what we've seen over the last few matches, we are terribly inconsistent, and we just need a little bit of extra quality in the forward lines. So I expect to see additions to the team by the next episode. But if you have enjoyed that, please do pop a like on the video, comment down below what you think of the quite pathetic performances we have put in the matches today, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with this save. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.